At my sister's wedding, my mom said, "At least she wasn't a failure like you. Even your birth ruined my life." My brother laughed, so I walked out and never looked back. The next morning, Mom got a phone call, and her face went pale. She whispered, "This can't be happening. At least she wasn't a failure like you. Even your birth ruined my life." That was the third glass of wine talking, or maybe the third decade of resentment. Either way, it landed like a blade in my chest. My mother looked radiant in her shimmering blue dress, smiling like nothing was wrong, like she hadn't just gutted her son at her daughter's wedding. "Jesus, Mom," I muttered. "Don't you dare ruin this night too, Ethan," she snapped, not even turning to look at me. Across the table, my older brother Aaron let out a laugh. "Dude, you're so sensitive. She's obviously joking." "Oh, yeah?" I said, voice low. "Was it a joke when she called me a dead weight last Christmas? Or when she told Dad I should have been put up for adoption?" The clink of forks died down. Even the music from the DJ booth felt distant now. My mom just waved her hand. "You always make everything about you." I stood up. The chair screeched back. My hands were clenched at my sides. "Maybe because for once, it is," I said, and I walked out. No one followed me. Who I am. I'm Priya. Ethan Thomas, 26 years old. Not the golden child, not the prodigy daughter getting married, not the military vet older brother with a new car and a new house and a baby on the way. Just me. I'd like to say I wasn't always like this, that I wasn't always the quiet one, the one left out of group photos, the one blamed when things went wrong. But honestly, I can't remember a time I felt truly seen. There's a kind of grief that comes from being alive but never really existing in your family's eyes. You start wondering if maybe they're right, if maybe you are just less, until something breaks, and something finally did. Meet the family. Mom, Lisa, 53. Cold perfectionist, spends more time judging than loving. Told me my birth ruined her career, blames me for Dad leaving. Aaron, 30. Older brother, charmer, Marine, golden boy. Used my identity to co-sign a car loan without asking me. Laughed when it destroyed my credit. Sophie, 28. Younger sister, the bride, sweet but passive. Let things happen. Knew about the loan. Never defended me. They weren't always monsters. Or maybe they were, but I just didn't want to see it. I left the reception and drove to a cheap motel. I lay in the dark for hours, playing every word over in my head like a scratchy record. The part that broke me? The laughter. Aaron's laugh when Mom insulted me. Like it was some running family joke. Like I was the joke. They'd already taken so much. And now they wanted to humiliate me on the one day everyone was watching? No, I wouldn't stay silent anymore. 6 months ago, I applied for a mortgage, got denied. Turns out, someone had used my name for a $42,000 truck loan 2 years ago. Guess who? Aaron. And Mom knew. I confronted him. He said, "Dude, relax. I needed it for a deployment. You weren't even using your credit. That's identity theft." He laughed. "It's family." Mom's response? "It's done. Move on." They didn't care that it cost me my apartment, that I had to move into a basement room and take on 2 jobs. They cared about their image, not anymore. I was 17 when Dad left. He packed his bags after a long fight with Mom and never looked back. A week later, she collapsed in the kitchen from exhaustion. I found her. I called the ambulance. I stayed with her at the hospital. She never thanked me. A month later, I overheard her on the phone with her sister. "I should have stopped after Aaron. Everything fell apart after Ethan. That boy's just a burden." I never told anyone what I heard, but it shaped everything I became. That night in the motel, I plugged in a flash drive. Inside, phone recordings, emails, scanned documents, all the evidence I'd quietly collected over the years. Aaron admitting to using my name, Mom acknowledging she covered for him. Bank statements, a recording of Mom mocking me after therapy. I didn't send it to them. I sent it to Sophie's husband, the one person in the family with a spine, and now a legal tie to them. The next morning, my phone didn't stop buzzing. I didn't answer. But I know what happened. Her husband played the recordings during brunch, right in front of Mom, right in front of Aaron. Sophie cried. Aaron yelled. Mom turned ghost white. They knew the damage wasn't just emotional anymore. It was legal. I got one text from Mom. This can't be happening. And from Aaron, you're dead to me. I smiled at the screen. Finally. A week passed. I moved into a new apartment. Small, clean, mine. Sophie showed up at my door. She didn't say much. Just stood there crying. I should have done more. She whispered. I nodded. Didn't say I forgave her. Didn't say I didn't. She left an envelope, a check. Part of the wedding money, she said. I didn't cash it, but I kept it. Because maybe people can change, or maybe they're just trying to sleep better. Either way, I was free now. I still hear Mom's words sometimes. Still wake up feeling like I need to explain myself to someone. Anyone. But I don't. Not anymore. I go to therapy. I walk every evening. I write. I laugh. I exist. And that's more than they ever let me do. Maybe one day I'll answer Sophie's calls. Maybe not. But I know this. I walked out that night and never looked back, and for the first time in my life, that didn't make me a failure. It made me free.